Scrapbookers, and welcome to December Daily, and I am going to hopefully get a whole bunch of pages done. I am woefully behind. So I'm Katie Scott, and my blog is called Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking, and I made this goal to myself, and as I often do on my blog, is I'll create a challenge, and that will kind of keep me on target for doing scrapbooking related things. So it's good to, for me, it's good to make up some kind of a challenge so I can, keep me motivated with scrapbooking. So I made this challenge to myself to do videos every day of December. And then I was on the Paper Clipping Roundtable, which is a podcast, and that was also the day that we met our adopted dog, Jessie, and I basically haven't really made a video since then. So today is a catch-up day. It's Sunday. It's the Sunday before Christmas, and I have done some things to catch myself up, but I don't have everything printed. I don't have a printer handy, but I'm just going to try to catch up. So these are my notes, actually, from the Paper Clipping Roundtable, and I'm just gonna start. So the way that I make these videos is I don't really have a plan. I do have some supplies handy and within my reach, and I'm going to try to do this without getting up. So one of the things that I would recommend if you're doing a December daily or any kind of a project that's gonna take a while is to limit your supplies. And that was one of the biggest tips on the Paper Clipping Roundtable, is with your December daily, if you can limit your supplies, that will help you to just use what you have right in front of you and to get on with it. So one of the things that I have been considering is to joining a Kit Club for next year, and that was the last video that I made. And my sister-in-law reads, I think she watches, so if you're out there, hi Dina. But she made a comment. She left a comment that said, you already have enough stuff. You don't need more stuff. Don't join a Kit Club. Just use what you have. And so I've been thinking about that comment and considering that, and I think she makes a good point. It's not like the funnest thing, but like getting more stuff always seems like fun. But maybe it is too much. I don't know. So I'm still on the fence about that. I also got some other comments. One from my friend Christy, who's also on the Get It Scrapped creative team with me, and she said that she lives in the Bahamas, and so she said she likes to get the Kit Clubs because she's, doesn't have access to the craft stores and that sort of thing. And I got similar comments from people that were from like New Zealand and Australia. So I guess I'm lucky in that I live in a place where I have the option to. So I live in Florida, and I have the option to whether I want to do a Kit Club or not do a Kit Club. And so I'm kind of and I've also gotten some comments like, why don't you just try one out for a month? And I'm not sure, like, it seems like it almost needs to be a lot of research to figure out if you can do it for a month, or, if they require something more, or there's like elaborate ways to get out of it. It almost feels a little bit like, remember the Columbia Record Company? And it was like, oh, you get all these CDs and it's so inexpensive. And then it's like, and then it's not, and then it's like, oh, I wish I never did that. And from what I hear, that's not how the Kit Clubs are, but I thought that was a little bit funny. So one thing I haven't done in this oops, in this December daily is use a lot of the things that I had put away or kind of set aside, like all of the Christmas stuff. So here's my Christmas wish, and that was to get a dog, basically. And so this is going to be my, this was the day, so there's kind of a couple stories here. One is the same day that I did that paper clipping roundtable, we also went to go see the dog for the first time, and we ended up adopting her. So that's why I put the happy day on there. I'm not sure I want to put this here. I'm going to just stick it back on here. But I do, I've got like a life-size Clip It Up, and so I just have that very close by. Oh, that's kind of cute. It's like a little reindeer. Oh, I should say that because my dog actually chews actual reindeer antlers, which I have no idea where they get the reindeer antlers. I probably don't want to know. But yeah, I feel like I would like to use some stickers on some of these pages. Not making very much progress here, am I? Okay, so this was December 10th. It's now way past December 10th. It's Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is Christmas. So I got up through the 9th of December, and then I've kind of I got way off track. So there's Jessie, and then that would be a good place for that sticker, My Christmas Wish. And so I kind of think I'd like to pair these up. Yeah. So I'm just, the other thing I like to do at this time of the year is to finish my project life, but I'm just not even, I don't like where I've stuck this. Okay, so where to stick the sticker? I've got a big sticker. I don't want to stick it over her cute little paws, but then I'm not really sure if it looks good in the middle here. Making a list. I don't know. I usually take, well, I don't always, but yeah, I usually take off from scrapbooking the whole month of December. And I guess I usually do, see, I forget I forget a lot. I think what needs to happen is under the My Christmas Wish, there needs to be like a ribbon or something that's kind of like an anchoring line on this page. I think I might be able to use just this strip of paper. Yeah, so I'm feeling like a little bit out of practice with the scrapbooking, and I am also feeling like sometimes it's nice to just take a total break from it. So I'm thinking about that. All of my random thoughts. Are they interesting? Not really. But the other thing I like to do this time of year is to like set my goals for the next year. So that's kind of like in the back of my brain. I'm thinking about those things. And thinking about like if I'm going to do that one little word project. I like to do that. And I had a word in mind, and then I heard what Allie Edwards' word was, and I was like, oh, that sounds good. But then I don't want to use some, like, then it feels like, oh, you're just copying somebody else's word. So I'm not really sure I want to do that. Here we go. Okay, that looks a little bit cuter, I think. And I thought I would have all this time because I'm finished with my Christmas shopping, but it doesn't feel like I have a whole lot of time, even though there's not really anything to do. I've got my kids here, and it just feels like we're just, you know, we're not really doing much, but it's taking up all of our time. It's like that song. I go to parties and I can't leave because I can't find the door. It's one of my husband's songs. It's like an Eagle song. I don't know what that's called. Bum, 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 bum. I go to parties sometimes until 4. I would leave, but I can't find the door, or something like that. Okay, so these were the old dogs. These were my... This was Duke and Dandy, and then this is the new dog. This is our new dog, Jessie. So let's just see if this works. So I kind of like to make this like all one spread. And so I'm thinking I just want to bring in these colors over here. And I think, you know, I think my new favorite supply is just washi tape. Washi tape, washi tape, washi tape. Like, when in doubt, just put some more washi tape on it. I kind of like, I don't know. It might be good to put a little something that goes through there. These really are unrehearsed, people. I really do. Yeah, my videos are really unrehearsed. Sorry. I would like to make some videos in the coming year that are a little bit more put together, like in the theme, you know, in the way that Glitter Girl does her videos, because I really like those videos, and I kind of see, I've been watching them and trying to notice when she edits, and you know, I get why it's good to speed things up sometimes, because yeah, I get that. I'm not totally there yet, and I think I even know how I'm going to do it. Okay. Instead of putting this off for later, I'm just going to do my little journaling bit now. So it's been since fall 2011 since we said goodbye to Duke, and since Valentine's Day 2013 for our sweet Dandy. We've had a long while to mourn and live in a dog-less house, and we all decided that it was time to get another dog. And Charlie found Jessie on Facebook. She is like the combo of Duke in color and Dandy in disposition. We'll always love our Duke. And so I'm doing the journaling now because I think that a lot of times I'm so tempted to just go back and do it, and then a year, 3 years from now, it's, you know, even though I'm talking about a memory, it's just harder to do it later. So what I would recommend is, if you're having that same problem, just do it. So this is a super old font. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... I I think I can. Okay, because there's only 2 D's, and I'm going to need 3 to spell Duke and Dandy, because there's 3 D's in those 2 words. And so, let's just see. I think I'm just going to have to pull that off. So I bought this when my grandma died. So it was like 2000, I don't remember. It was a while ago. Maybe it was 2007. And I bought it, it was on sale at the time. So yep, these are from 2005. These little letters. So one of the things, okay, so getting back to that question of whether to do the kit clubs or, and so I think I can spell them kind of like this. So I'm going to spell, so because I don't have, okay, a couple things. Because I don't have the 3 D's, I'm going to use an upside down P. Oh, no, I can't do that because they're dimension. I don't know what I'm going to do for that D. Maybe I can anyways. I'll just put it upside down. I kind of don't want to cover up how cute Dandy is, though. I was going to do it this way, but then I'd cover up her ear. And her ear is really cute. His ear. Duke and Dandy were boys, and our new dog is a girl. Okay. D-A-N-D-Y. So so with the kit clubs, I think it would be fun to be a part of a community, and to post layouts and the community message board and gallery and that sort of thing, and see what other people did with the same stuff. But I also like that $30 to $40 a month that you're locked into. I don't know. And I kind of think I already have too much stuff. And the other thing was, I had initially thought that maybe I would make 2014 a year where I wouldn't buy anything at all. But that always feels a little bit limiting. So perhaps the answer is to just not get too much stuff and just do my own kits with the discount stores, and there's a scrapbooking yard sale that happens at the local scrapbook store where I live. So I'm not totally in love with with the way these look, but I don't know what else we're gonna use them for. Maybe if I went camping, and it is kind of fun to get something used there. I don't really think I don't care. It's okay. They're kind of cute. You still see the dogs. Yeah, done. Boom. Okay, so we need to get this other side done. And I think what I want to do, instead of using, now I'm going to mess myself up because I just want to not use a whole page. Let's see if I can fit this part on the back of there. And that was the other thing that I was kind of noticing, is that I think that one of the reasons I've kind of made my December daily like bigger than it is in my head is that I have been trying to tell the story of the whole day on every day. And I think it was on Allie Edwards' blog, or maybe when she was on the Paper Clipping Roundtable, and she said she's not trying to tell every single story of every single day. She's just trying to tell like one story. And I think I needed to listen to that just a little bit more carefully. Okay, let's see if I have a little space where I could, maybe I won't. I don't know. Just gonna, and so, yeah, I think I like didn't take my own advice, and I kind of built this up in my head like bigger than it needs to be. So, word of warning. If you have a tendency to think you can get it all, there's a certain goodness to just getting it done. So there's, okay, then one of my kids saved the actual hair that's in this Ziploc bag, so I'm just going to put it behind that page. And then this is our calendar for that day. I think I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. Fits better. Oh. Okay, now I just want to just trying to use up space. So that was what that sticker was for. It was a little random. Okay, then I'm back to this day of, this is the day that I did paper clipping. So let's just say that I got to be on paper clipping, the scrapbook podcast, and we got to meet our new dog, Jessie, today. Okay. So if I remember correctly, that was the 10th, and I don't have that number 10 down yet, and I also have an empty space. That's kind of bugging me. I think what I'm going to do is take this sheet, which, okay, there's my number 10, meeting Jessie. That could actually go on that page that I was wondering about. And then here's just a little note from school. So that's going to go here. I like that. And then I've got one spread that's about our dogs, like the old dogs and the new dogs. So there we go. It's meeting Jessie. And this is kind of self-explanatory. It's just my son had to get a consult with the orthodontist. Tape that down just a slightly bit better. The other thing that I did was I went, so if you're behind, a good thing to do is just to go into your like your word processor and print out the summaries of the days. So I did that. So I like that because now you can see the 10. That's cool. Okay. And then let's just add some of those kind of uglyish old letters so we can use them. So one of my goals of 2014 is to use up, to further pare down my supplies. And yeah, I really do want to do that. So that's another reason to not sign up for a kit club. So I'm kind of like with the pros and the cons of it. And one of the biggest cons for me is that monthly commitment. And yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about that. And then what if you love it and then it keeps coming and everything's great, but what if you're not keeping up with it and then it keeps coming and then it just starts to feel stressful? Like that's not fun. Okay. And so I'm not, let's see. I think I don't like this off to the side. I think I want to keep that centered. So I think I can move these little letters. I hope. Yep. So I don't know, I guess maybe I just talked myself out of the Kit Club thing. I'm not sure. I've had a lot of people say they really enjoy them. And it's like, getting a present in the mail every month. And that sounds like fun. And that does, I don't know. I am on the fence. Like, half of me just wants to say, like, oh, just whatever, go for it, and just don't worry, don't worry about it anymore. And then the other half of me is like, it seems like kind of a lot. Like if it was, say, I don't know, $25 a month. But even then, I don't know. I just guess I think it's too expensive. But the thing about it is, I spend that much anyways. So it would eliminate the need to like spend time shopping. So see, I really am, I don't know. There we go. But I have made progress. So there was December 9th, which was something I talked about on the paper clipping roundtable. It was that story swoop. And so here's the 10th. Woohoo, we're going to call the 10th done. Yes. And I'll be right back with the 11th.